I decided to make this video after doing some research about the most important organ for us, our brain. The reason why we have an entire level about the brain is to try to improve the way we treat it. And this video was created to try to debunk some myths we have about it. There are many people who take advantage of our lack of knowledge to make money. And ironically, they use their brains to create scams. Here we're going to focus on 7 myths many of us believe to be true, but that research has shown the opposite. Myth number 1. The size of the brain is equivalent to the intelligence of the person. For many years, the size of the brain was connected to its ability to think and create. However, now most of us have the capacity to develop lots of wiring in our brains. Those wirings could end up in lots of knowledge and intelligence without size being a factor. Actually, on average, the male brain is slightly bigger than the female brain. However, this doesn't necessarily correlate with intelligence or cognitive skills. Myth number 2. Alcohol doesn't affect our brains. Okay, this is a myth that I guess most of us knew that was not true. Of course, we're talking about the repercussions in the long run because of the constant abuse of it. But we're also referring to those times in which humans lose their control because of the amount of alcohol in their blood. Alcohol has depressant effects. It affects the central nervous system, slowing down brain activity. Alcohol increases dopamine levels, provoking addictions to increase. It can disrupt sleeping patterns, and one important fact to mention is that chronic heavy alcohol consumption makes our brain to shrink. This affects our memory and our ability to regulate emotions, among many other side effects. Myth number 3. Humans only use 10% of their brains. Most humans with healthy brains use 100% of their brain. We just don't use all the percentage at the same time. We use some areas depending on what we're doing and how we're using it. Myth number 4. Humans have either left brain or right brain dominance. There are many brain functions that tend to be lateralized to the right or to the left side of the brain. For example, language tends to focus on the left side of the brain. However, saying that all the functions are located to one side or the other is simplifying brain work. Research has shown that both hemispheres are present in most cognitive functions, and most times they work together. Although there are many individuals that tend to have an inclination to one hemisphere than the other, saying that everybody has a brain dominance is seeing the brain in a very simplified version. Myth number 5. Humans have only 5 senses. We've learned that most humans have 5 senses, and they are sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. However, research shows that humans could have more than those 5 senses, and they are: number 1, proprioception. This is the ability to recognize where our bodies are and when we're moving them. An example is the fact that we are able to touch our nose with our eyes closed. Number 2, equilibrioception. This is the sense of balance and orientation. An example is how we can balance enough to walk. Number 3, thermoception. This is the ability to detect changes in temperature. An example is to have the ability to sense when it's getting colder. Myth number 6. Listening to classical music makes us smarter. There's no proof that shows that listening to classical music enhances our intelligence. There are some studies that show that kids who are exposed to this kind of music improve some cognitive tasks, but it doesn't show any permanent improvement. And myth number 7. We have a photographic memory. There are many exceptional memories. However, there's no scientific evidence that proves that there are people who can record visual information in precise detail. Studying the brain is a whole new universe. And the best thing we can do is to know how to take care of it.